Hey, it's been a minute. Well, I've been busy with life, grinding, doing the normal things that most people do. And one of the most, not painful lessons, but it was a very real lesson that I picked up today was growth requires pain and change. And it's a good thing. So earlier today, I went into my job site and they said, AJ, we're moving into a new job location. And at first, I was a little like down, like, fuck. I really enjoyed this place. I got to go learn a lot of new shit. I got to kick in the hospital. It was fun. I had a great time. Got to love the guys around me. They became like a family to me. I don't know if they're a family to me, but they were a family to me. I really enjoyed my time with those people. And when they let me know it was out the blue, it was very quick. And at first, I thought it was personal. Maybe I was out here just fucking up, not doing what I was supposed to do. But I started to realize over a bit of time that just processing as I was driving to my new location was it wasn't a good fit anymore. It wasn't a bad thing. It just wasn't a good fit. Like I'm a great asset, but a good fit is better than a better asset because a good asset or a really great asset needs a perfect fit. You need to be somewhere where you need to be able to exploit your full powers. If you're being handicapped because there's only so much you can do, and the rest of the time you're kind of just not working. And it's not saying not working, but you're not being able to do things over and over and over and over and over and over again to get repetitions. You're kind of just wasting potential. And that's what I realized over like last week and a half that I was kind of just wasting potential. Like I helped with demolition, getting things done. I was able to do all the easy things that need to be done. And once we got to a certain part, there's like a new level that I wasn't ready for. I'm just not built to that level. I haven't had enough experience. I'm too green. And so when I really sat there and complicated, the man did me a really good favor. He said, look, even though I like you, I want to keep you around here. I would love to mentor you. I don't got anything for you to do really. So let me throw you off into the woods. Go fend for yourself for a minute. And when you come back, you'll be a better guy. And when you're a better guy, you'll be able to do more and I'll be able to guide you to another level. But right now, I taught you all I can teach you as the basic levels. I don't have the time to teach you all the fucking really small, minute things. We gotta get shit done. And that's what a good man does for you. See, a good man does what's best for you, even if it goes against his emotions or his will or what he really wants. Because they know at the end of the day, it's about you being better. It's the same way like when you send a kid off, like you're a fighter, and you beat up all the locals. As a coach, I'll be wrong to hinder your potential and have you keep beating up locals and your career just being wasted. I know, okay, this person, they got talent. Let me put them into some other situation, see how they fend for themselves. Let me see if what I taught them will be able to help them get to a new level of expertise or abilities. And that's a very important thing. I think a lot of men need to do that. Don't be so comfortable in a spot that everything is ready for you. Like you got to be able to build yourself and grow. Start to get out there in the world, put yourself through some pain and discomfort, and you're going to come out a better man on the outside. Because one of the things I realized is I was talking a lot to these guys, and I kind of lost myself thinking more so like them, as opposed to thinking like me. And today, when I was kind of working by myself, just doing what I need to do, take care of business, I had a really good chance to sit down, reflect, and learn and think about the things that I was taught and the lessons I was brought up to me. And those lessons are timeless. They're very good lessons. And that's what you got to look at everything in life. When you leave the comfort of a place that you've already dominated and you've done what you could do, it's now time to move forward to a new terrain to test your new skills, to see if you can survive and acquire new information and become a new human being. You got to cut the umbilical cord. The umbilical cord of comfort is what I call it. A lot of people have this thing where they want to stay around things that are familiar. If you're always hanging around familiar things, you never get better as a human being because all you do is develop the patterns of that familiar particular route or pattern or habit that you're living. So when you get tossed into a new terrain, it requires new circuits to be developed in order for you to get better. Because if you don't adapt, you die. It's like if you go to a desert and you lived in the frozen tundra your whole life, You gotta learn how to adapt, or you're not gonna make it in the new desert that you're in, because that desert is gonna be um, a totally different stimuli that requires new adaptability. You gotta sweat more. You gotta wear less clothing. You gotta get used to the sun hitting you. As opposed to if you're in the winter, everything's about bundling up and cold. You get used to that particular realm. That's what makes humans so special. Is that we have the ability to adapt readily. No matter where we go, we figure out new ways to adapt. And a lot of people are like, what are you talking about? We don't grow fur. No, but like you realize, okay, it's cold outside, so I need to get a jacket. I need to wear boots. I need to wear something different to be able to acquire the defensive measures to stop this stimuli from breaking me down in such a quick fashion. And over time, you'll be able to keep going, keep going, keep going. Where you need less and less jackets. You don't need the boots as much. You're comfortable. It becomes your new domain. And that's what life is about, man. It's about change and pain. Change and pain are the best things that can happen to you. Now, you don't want too much change and pain all the time. You want to be able to adapt and grow in a situation constantly and then change to a new environment. But it's progressive. It's evolution. It's bumps. You keep coming. You keep showing up. You keep doing the same thing right every day. And over time, you just get better. And you start to adapt to all situations. Like I lived in the suburbs. I lived in the hood. I lived on a college campus. I lived in the country. I lived in by myself. I lived with roommates. I did a lot of different things in my life that have taught me how to adapt to new circumstances and new environments that come upon me. So I feel like I can talk to anybody. I can walk into anybody's home, be polite, kind, respectful, and garner their attention and be able to have a decent conversation. Because if they're my type of people, they're my type of people. We're going to connect. And I also learned how to dissimulate who might not be my type of people I need to watch out for, people I need to be wary of, people that might not have my best interests at hand. And these are all very important social skills you need to learn as a young man. Very important social skills, how to interact with others. Because there's no such thing as a lone wolf that becomes his own fucking beast. At some point, you have to be able to cooperate with others if you want to get certain things done. Because you can only get rich in life by enriching others. And the only way to be able to enrich others is to go into new circumstances, new territories, and be able to help these people. And that's one of the things I've been loving about the handyman game and mounting TVs and my electrician work. It's like I'm going out and I'm meeting people, I'm talking to people, I'm communicating, and I'm getting to learn myself through other people, how they receive me, what they look at me like. Do they find me intimidating? Do they find me weak? Do they find me meek? Do they find me outspoken? Depending on how I interact with these people, I learn new things about myself. And this is so important for people to understand. It's like I want you to be able to learn new things about yourself by putting yourself in different circumstances. And that's really that's really the message of today's story. Is put yourself in different circumstances, meet people, go through the growth and the discomfort and the pain and the new change of throwing yourself out there and just fucking interacting, man. Because life is short. So you're not going to always have forever in the day to be out there to talk and mingle with people. Someday you're going to get tied down. You have a family, and you have a long-term interactions. But while you have the time to go out and meet people with short-term interactions and really be able to build relationships, build bonds with a short period of time, it's going to make you better with your long-term interactions because then you understand how the game is played, how to become a influential and likable human being and respectable human being. And that's really the first thing. The first thing is respect, and it starts by respecting yourself, by putting yourself through hard things and respecting yourself enough to know I'm going to figure out a way to get better, so forth and so forth. But I appreciate you guys. And enjoy the rest of your day. Look for pain and discomfort. That is what gets you the greatest growth as a human being and as a man.